All right, so people have been telling me for a while that I should do a podcast. So here we are, Buddha Smoke, Buddha Smoke's Path to Enlightenment. I'm actually kind of excited about it, man. I mean, maybe it'll do good, maybe it won't, but I guess we're gonna find out. So, episode 1, the game done changed. So basically, what I want to talk about here is just, I mean, if you know me, you know. If you don't, you know, I guess you're about to find out. But I've been in the streets my whole life. You know, I'm young age, lived on my own. You know, parents were drug addicts. I didn't choose the streets. I was born into the streets, you know. But just today it's fucked up, man. Like every aspect of it. Like these kids are, you know, I ain't gonna call them kids, but younger generation, whatever, are fucking insane, bro. I mean, the gun shit. Like when I was young, we fought. You know, yeah, there was still gunplay, but we fought. Nowadays, it's like these kids are afraid to take an ass whooping. You know, they shoot, which makes no sense to me, right? Because if you're beefing with somebody for whatever reason, stupid shit, and you shoot them and you kill them, or even if you don't kill them, you shoot them and you get caught, you're going to jail. And there's no guns in jail. So you're going to have to fight anyways. And then you go to jail, and most of them dudes that are in jail have been there way longer than you, so they're bulky as fuck because they're working out all the time. So, like, now you're in a worse position than you was before, you know? And let's say you kill him, you know? Not only did you just take his life, but you took your own life because now you're doing life in prison. And who's suffering? Your fucking family, bro. Like your mom, your grandma, you know, your baby's mom, your kids. Like they're the ones suffering, you know. And what the hell does it say? Oh, you know, and it's just like it don't make sense to me. It's retarded, you know. And even beyond the shooting and all that, like the snitching, it's okay now. Like it really is. Like it's okay. Like when I had, you know, some of you know my situation. When I first went down and it was going back and forth, was I telling or was he telling? Was I telling? He telling? I'm not gonna put no names out there because I'm not doing that. You know, I'm just trying to get my podcast going. But one dude was talking big shit, and when it came out that I stayed solid and the other person told, this motherfucker said, "Oh well, he told. It's part of the game." You know, and at the time I'm like, "What the fuck?" But the sad thing is it's true. Like, it is part of the game now. People don't give a fuck anymore. That's why I'm solo. I don't even fuck with people. Like, if I would have ratted, and I truly believe this from the bottom of my heart, if I would have ratted and came home on some tough shit talking about, oh well, he was telling on me, so I told on him. I don't think anybody would have cared, for real. I truly believe that each and every one of you would have just got behind it and been like, oh yeah, damn solid. You know, he would have never told a dude, didn't tell on him first. But the fact is if I would have ratted on him because he was ratting on me, I would still be a fucking rat. A sucker move don't justify a sucker move, bro. Period. You know, and like there's just there's not even like honor or loyalty left these days, man. It's crazy. Like people don't even care. You know, not only do people not care that people tell, but people don't even care that I stayed solid. You know, like if you was in my position and did what I did, I would respect the fuck out of you for that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I took 7 years, bro. Didn't get caught with nothing, nothing, not an empty bag, not a scrape, like nothing. You know, and like that was hard to swallow, bro. I mean, it really was. I mean, 7 fucking years, dude. Like first prison bid. You know, like I thought I was gonna beat it. They came at me with a 7 year plea. My mandatory minimum was 5. I got 7. Like I promise you, you don't want to do that. You know, and all these dudes in the streets today selling heroin and playing with guns. One, the heroin ain't even heroin no more, dude. Like I keep hearing people talk about trank. It's a fucking tranquilizer now. Like what the fuck? So now you got heroin to worry about, fentanyl to worry about, and tranquilizer to worry about. Well, let me tell you something that you might not know. Okay, in the feds they have mandatory minimums. All right, they are mandatory. It's not like the state. There, you know, it holds a mandatory 3 years, and you can get a 1.5 to 3. That's not how the feds work. And you can ask anybody who's done fed time. They'll tell you this. The only way in the feds to get under a mandatory minimum is to tell. Period. Period. Ask anyone who's done real fed time. That's not a rap. Okay. So if you sell dope to somebody and they die, that's called death by overdose or whatever the fuck they call it. It is a mandatory 20 years. 20 years. Like, think about that, bro. 20 fucking years. And you're not going to take it. You're going to tell. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's how they do it. You know, like an addict, you know, say I'm an addict and I go and I get it for me and you die. They can give me 20 years for that shit. Then they're going to grab me up and tell me that if I don't tell them where I got it, that they're going to charge me with it. And of course, everyone's going to tell. Like, these people are drug addicts. They're not gangsters in the streets. They don't live by the same code. I mean, you should expect them to tell. They're not going to take 20 fucking years for you. You're their dealer, you know? But then they go on to the dealer and they do the same thing to him. And he tells where he gets it from. And it goes up and up and up and up and up until they finally get the big guy or the one guy who stays solid that doesn't tell. And bang, they hit him all with an indictment, hit him all with conspiracies, you know? And everybody goes down. Like, 20 fucking years, bro. That is crazy. And I think it's fucked up. Like, it ain't fair at all. But, like, is it really worth that, bro? Like, really, like, you can sell other drugs. Like, is the dope, you making that much money off the dope that's worth 20 years of your fucking life or being a rat the rest of your life? But then at the same time, it's okay to be a rat today. So I guess most of you don't even give a fuck. You know, like, people go to jail. They're out here, they're selling drugs. They go to jail. They fucking tell on everybody they know or everything they can, whatever. And then they come home and motherfuckers are dapping them up, talking about he didn't tell on me. Like, what? This shit is just crazy to me, man. Like, the game done changed for real, you know. And like, I mean, I ain't got a choice, you know. Like, I'm not a rat, so my only choice was to become a rat, spend the rest of my life in prison, or leave the streets alone, man. And I'm leaving them streets alone, bro. I don't even want no parts of that, none of that, you know. Like, people know me. You know, you guys, anyone who knows me, you guys know who I am and shit. Like, you don't even know where I'm at nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk to anybody. I don't see anybody. Like, I literally roll by myself because when I walk alone, I'm walking with someone I can trust, you know? And I just, you know, like, I'm not talking shit. I'm just speaking the truth on how I feel, man. Like, I don't trust anybody. There's very few people that, you know, I believe would have stayed solid in my situation. And, you know, that's sad. Like, it's sad. Like, you know, and I learned this. If you're a law abiding citizen, you're not you can't call you're not a rat. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to call the fucking cops, you know what I'm saying? But something that changed for me is drug addicts. You know, like, I wouldn't even call a drug addict a rat now because you gotta think they're not in the streets like I was in the streets. They didn't sign up for the shit that I signed up for. You know what I mean? Like, they're normal people that have a drug habit. You know, like, and then the cops grab them up and tell them, hey, if you tell us where you got it, you can keep your shit. Like, they're gonna tell, bro. I mean, they don't follow the rules that we're supposed to follow. Apparently, no one does now. But I'm saying, like, you know, they don't follow the same rules. So, like, I don't even look at them as rats. Like, you, if you're smart, you should expect each and every one of them to rat. You know, like, the game is fucked up, dude. Like, I'm happy that shit happened the way it happened, and I learned, man, because who knows? If I didn't go to prison, I mean, who knows where the fuck I'd be at right now? You know, like, it's just, the game is fucking crazy, bro. Like, beyond people killing each other over nothing. All the drugs are fake and synthetic, and then the talent, like, talent is just okay. Like, and a lot of you are gonna be watching this, like, no, it ain't, no, it ain't. It is, bro. Like, it is because I guarantee every 9 out of 10 people watching this that are saying, like, oh, if he told I ain't fuck with him, he's a rat. You're bullshit, bro. You're bullshit. If your homie went down right now and told on somebody when he came home, you would still be his homie, bro. And that's just facts. Like, I got a dude back in the day told him my man Cafardi. Got him 10 years. I would never speak to that dude, bro. He's a fucking rat. Like, I don't have no respect for you, period. And, like, I'm done with the streets and shit, man. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy or none of that. I know what I signed up for, man. Like, you know, like, I was out there really doing shit, and I knew that you can't sell drugs or gang bang or whatever the case may be, get caught and fucking tell, bro. That's not how it works. Or like protective custody. So I got a dude out here that I was fucking with, even though he showed a lot of clown qualities. I was fucking with him, and you know, he went down, and they tried to send him up to the max floor in the county, and he fucking checked in. You know, and then he sat in PC or whatever you want to call it for however long, and then he came out and went to like a medium block or whatever, and trying to be on some gangster shit. Like, bro, you cannot be out here in the streets on some gangster shit. Go to jail, take protected custody, and then try to come back home with some gangster shit, bro. Like, it does not work that way. But I mean, I guess it does now. You know, that's not how it should be though. You know, like, that's you get no respect from me. You know, like, if you're a normal person, law-abiding person, you go to jail and you're afraid of jail, so you take protective custody, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. There's different calibers of people, and everybody ain't built the same, and that's okay. You know, like, not everybody's built to fight. If you're just a regular person and you're not a fighter, I don't think you're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, a bitch is when you're out here talking tough as fuck, acting like you're about all this bullshit, and then shit pops off and you bitch up. That's a bitch. You know, like, to each his own, and I respect every man for being who he truly is. You know, don't put on a front. Like, this is me, bro. You either like it, love it, hate it, whatever. But I'm always gonna be me. This is what you get, you know. And even like this right now, like a lot of people probably ain't gonna like the shit I'm saying, but I don't give a fuck because it's true. Like everything I'm saying is facts, man. Like I'm not. It's facts, bro. Period. And if you disagree, you're probably one of the clowns that I'm talking about. You know. And it's just like it's just crazy, man. Like the streets have really changed a lot, and they're corny, bro. Like they're corny as fuck. Like even like I understand like when you go to prison, it's out of sight, out of mind. You know, like I had a lot of boys go to prison, and I wasn't writing them letters all the time and shit like that. You know, but when their mom or someone called me and needed some money for them, I put the money up. You know, like when they came home, I made sure I had some money for them, shit like that. But like, I ain't really hear from nobody when I was down. Like, my sister Brianna and Janine held me down my whole entire fucking bid, bro. Like, because of them, I lived good in prison, you know. And like, I had a couple people I talked to throughout, but like, what killed me was like there's text services you can use in the feds. Like you're not supposed to, but you know you send them the emails and they send it to the text. Blah blah blah. Well, I paid for that. That's a monthly subscription that well not me but my family paid for. You know what I'm saying? They were free for you guys, and I still ain't hear from a lot of motherfuckers. But I'm not even mad at it, bro. And it is what it is. You know, I understand life goes on, but to come home after being gone all them years and like seeing people's true colors, it fucking hurt my heart, dude. Like I almost wish that I didn't see it because now I know that I'm gonna die alone in this world, man. Like I will probably never find another motherfucker like me. I mean, hopefully, if you're out there, you're watching this, and we can link up and become homies, bro. Because I need a real motherfucker in my life, and I'll probably never find a solid chick, you know. And it's just like I know that now. You know, I used to think that I could win. You know, I used to think that there was real people and there was fake people. You know, and when the fake people did fake shit, I called them out on it. And, oh, my boys are real. My boys are real. That's not true. I know that now. There's not even no such thing as friends. There's relatives, there's family, and there's associates. And blood makes you related, bro. Loyalty makes you family. You know, so like I can't win. This world is full of clowns. And if you're solid, you know what I'm talking about. This world is full of clowns. They run that shit now. So I'm a thorough, solid man living in a world full of clowns. I cannot win. All I can do is maneuver properly, man. And that's what I do. You know, when I see fake dudes now, I don't call them out on shit. Because everybody wants to be my friend. So if you're a fucking clown and I call you out on it, when I walk away, now you're a hater. And I don't need no hate in my life, man. Like I don't need hate. I don't need negativity. I don't need drama. You know. I'm like, all right, cool, see ya. Yeah, hit me on Facebook, and I keep it pushing. You know, if you're one of those people, it's like, yeah, we should link up sometime, and I'm like, yeah, hit me on Facebook. Now you know why. Like, I don't even give these dudes my numbers, you know. But I don't know, man. I'm getting off track, but like, what I want to talk about the streets is like, we got to do something, man. Like, we have to do something. Somebody has to speak up and try to get to these dudes. And if I could be that person, that'd be awesome, man. I hope I can because I'm speaking from experience, bro. Like, I'm not just reading books and watching movies. Like I live that life, you know, and I'll tell you right now, anybody watching this that's out there living that life, it's not worth it, bro. Like it ain't. All that money's cool and you know, living the fast life and all that shit is great. But like in the end, bro, it's not. Not at all. Like I would have gave every dollar back to not sat got 7 years in fucking prison, bro. Like that shit was garbage. Trash. Like I haven't didn't get to see, touch, or feel a woman for fucking all them years, bro. Like all I had was these right here. And I promise you, bro, you don't want to live like that. It sucks. And then there's people that get institutionalized, man. Like I was in there because this dude, he got out and he came back, and we was having like a meeting. It's like a fucking drug class or some shit, you know. And I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but he basically said like it was hard for him out in the world. Like he didn't have a little speaker that comes on and says, you know, 3 o'clock move, and like he just couldn't handle the responsibilities. And it does that to some people, bro. It breaks you. You know, like our jails are full of drug dealers, bro. A fucking child molester gets less time. You know, like a child molester, they're like, oh, okay, slap on the wrist. But a drug dealer gets all this fucking crazy time. It's bullshit and it's sad, but like it's it depends on how you do your time, man. Like I didn't let that time do me. I did my time. I rehabilitated myself. I accepted my flaws. I found my wrongs and where I fucked up at, and I admitted it. Because you have to be real with yourself, man. You have to be real with yourself. Period. And like you gotta rationalize every situation, man. When I first went down, I was on that like, oh, poor me shit, you know, like I'm a solid dude. I didn't even do nothing. They ain't catching me with nothing. Blah blah blah. But I got over that shit, man, and I realized like shit happens for a reason. You know, like I did a lot of wild shit in my life, and I could be doing life in prison right now. You know, and who knows where I'd be if I didn't go to prison? Like my ex girl, you know, I was fucking around doing drugs, hiding it from her. you know. And then when I went to jail, she got all fucked up on drugs. So imagine if we'd been on drugs together, or just anything. Like I didn't realize how real the consequences were. You know, like a county bid really ain't shit. You know, a little 9-month county bid. At the time it is, but now, you know, Fed time, like county was nothing. You think you learn your lesson, but you forget about that shit real quick after you come out the doors, you know? So to go to the feds and not even just the amount of time that I got, I mean, they gave me 84 months. It's my first time ever in prison. Like that shit was crazy. But the way their laws are set up, dude, like their mandatory minimums. I mean, like, this is facts, what I'm telling you here, okay? I didn't get caught with no drugs. None. They didn't have any video surveillance on me. They didn't have nothing. They had text messages from a phone that wasn't in my name, and then text messages from the other two dudes talking to each other. Like, hey, I'm at Dame's. When you bring him his five, bring me mine. Shit like that. That's all they had on me, and then them two dudes willing to testify. Because in the feds, if you're ratting, you have to get sentenced last. Because you're agreeing to testify. So if I go to trial, you got to show up and testify. If they cut you your deal beforehand, and then when it's time to testify, you don't go. There's nothing they can do. They can't take your sentence back. So they'll set you last. I don't even know what the fuck I was getting at here, bro. But yeah, like it's just crazy how they work, bro. Like that shit is real. The feds are real, bro. And right now, I'm gonna warn the world. Right now, they're on heroin, fentanyl, you know that shit, meth, and fucking guns, bro. You get caught with heroin or meth, and then you have guns. They enhance you with that shit. Like that's enhancements. So you'll get the mandatory minimum of say 5 years for 100 grams of heroin, and then plus you're getting an extra 3 years tagged on for having a gun, or maybe more. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you fucking enhancements, and there's nothing you can do. Like they hand out numbers like it's fucking nothing, bro. 84 months. So when you get to I did my time at USP Big Sandy. Okay, you can Google it. It's one of the worst penitentiaries on the East Coast. It's a max. People tell you the feds are sweet, the feds are sweet, but what they don't tell you is that there's minimums, lows, mediums, and maxes. The minimums, sweet as fuck. They ain't even got gates. They work, go out in the world. Like when I got released from prison, a dude at a minimum is who drove me from the prison to the fucking bus station. Like that was his job. But the maxes, bro, they don't fuck around, man. Like they're vicious as fuck. It's nothing but violence. You get off that bus, you have 30 days to show your paperwork. 30 days. If you're a rat, if you're a sex offender, a child molester, anything like that, you're done. You're getting hit off the yard. You know, you're probably getting stabbed. So like, Big Sandy is vicious, bro, and you can Google that shit. You know, like um, I started saying that to say something and I forget because my brain goes a fucking 1,000 miles an hour. But yeah, like it's just the mandatory minimums ain't no joke, bro. No joke. And they hand out numbers like they're nothing, and it's not cool, bro. It is not fucking fun. I promise you that. Like it's not fun. You don't want to do it. You know, like you guys that know me out here, I'm pretty well known. You know, I was a fighter. I did all this shit. When I got there, bro, I was a small fish in the pond. These motherfuckers were huge. I had to fight a lot, you know, and I got my ass whooped plenty of times. You know, and it's like, you know, it humbles you, man, and it just teaches you, like, you know, like I'm humble now, bro. I'm humble because why wouldn't I be? You talk shit on me, I lay hands on you, you call the cops, I go to jail. And that's it now. Like, and nobody gives a fuck. You know, there's this dude, and I hope he sees this. I hate the motherfucker. He's the only person in this world that I hate. He's a straight bitch. Calls the cops on his girl. Gets PFAs on his girl. Talks so fucking tough, bro. Tough as fuck. Like he's the biggest gangster in the world, and is freely open about it that he'll call the cops. You know, like if I seen a dude right now and he started talking crazy, I mean, I slapped him. He's gonna call the cops and put me in jail. Like, and people still fuck with him. Like that's the game now, man. The game done changed, bro. Like that's real. And I don't know, man. I hope I can get through to somebody. I hope somebody hears this and just fucking thinks about it, dude. Because somebody got to start somewhere to make a change here, bro. You know, like it's easy to fall in with the crowd and do what you think everybody wants you to do. It's hard to stand out and be different, bro. But it's all in how you carry yourself, man. You know, like if you're preaching like how I'm preaching, ain't no one ever gonna be like, "Oh, you're a bitch, you're this, you're that," because I put in my work, I earn my respect, and best believe what I'm telling you right now is from my heart and for your best interest. You know, like, but it needs to be more than just me, man. Like, people need to speak out. We need to figure this shit out, bro, because I still live in the same neighborhood. I don't want to see these kids out here killing each other and shit, man. It's sad. It's sad as fuck, you know, like, and I wouldn't wish jail. My worst enemy, the dude who told on me, I wouldn't wish that shit on him, bro. Like, you know, COVID, we was locked down for a year and a half. A year and a half. After like 6 months, we started coming out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for an hour and a half. And that was the shower. use the phones, and use the computers. A year and a half I lived my life like that in a fucking bathroom with another grown man. Fucking right, I'm humbled, bro. I'm cool. And like, that's just, you guys don't want to live that life, bro. Like, it's not fun, bro. It's not cool at all. And like that gang banging shit, maybe there's some solid gangs out there, but most of you, like, on some real, if you go to jail, what the fuck are your people or your boys or your, you know, whatever? What are they gonna do for you, bro? I'll tell you what they're gonna do for you. Probably fuck your girl, and that's it. Like, that's all you got coming for them motherfuckers. They might fuck your chick. Like, no one gives a fuck, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. You know, like, I stayed solid. I took 7 years. Nobody cares, bro. You know, there's a couple of the real ones out there that respect it, and I love and respect you guys for acknowledging it. But the majority of the world does not give a fuck, bro. They're just like, whatever, like, you know. And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm having a hard time adjusting, but I mean, fucking right I am. You know, of course I'm having a hard time adjusting because I don't want to adjust. Because a sucker move doesn't justify a sucker move. So because all these dudes are suckers, I'm not gonna be a sucker. You know, like, I'm a loyal person. Like right now, if you were here with me and I was eating, even if I don't know you, you're eating too. You know, and I know that, and I can't change that about myself. So I stay away from people now. You know, I just I'm by myself all the time, except for my dog. You can't see her; just her fucking ass back here sleeping. But it's just me and Kai, like, you know. And I don't know, man. I'm happy. I'm at peace. Um, So this is my first episode. I'm sorry I got to rambling, but the whole purpose is just to kind of get through to you guys that the game is fucked up and it's not even worth playing anymore, man. It's not. Like, there's so much legit money to be made out here, bro. So much. Even if you're a part of a gang, you're a gangbang, whatever. Like, find something productive to do, bro. Because when you're out here terrorizing your neighborhood, people hate you. Why do you want to terrorize your own neighborhood and your own people? That's stupid. Do something productive, bro. Let's try to give back. Let's try to help the next generation, man. Like, you know, like, all you people 18, 19, 20, whatever, 25, like, let's think about the next ones now because you guys are fucked up, you know? So if we can't fix the next generation unless we fix you and we fix ourselves, you know? Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at least I'm willing to stand up and speak out on it, you know? So maybe everyone else should do that, man. Let's just put this shit down, bro. Like, it's dumb. It's dumb as fuck. You know, like, look at the country, look at the world right now. Like, who knows how much longer we got in this motherfucker? You know, let's just be done with it, man. Like, I don't want to see none of you guys go to jail. Even if I don't like you, I do not wish that upon anybody. You're treated like a fucking animal. It's terrible. Like, and you'll make it. You know, a lot of you will make it. You adjust or whatever, but you don't want that shit, bro. I promise. That's just not a life you want, man. And if me getting on here and rambling on to myself, pretty much, can change that, or even just save one person, then I'm gonna do it, man. You know. But I don't know. I'm gonna cut this one short because this is my first episode, and I was just kind of curious to see how it went. Um, Obviously, I'm not gonna come on here and bitch and cry about the streets every day. If you guys know me, they call me Buddha Smoke because I be on some shit. So you're about to get Buddha smoked. I like to talk about politics, the world, gods, aliens. That's probably gonna be the next episode. Actually, it's gonna be some god alien shit. And if you guys know me, I already know you know it's coming. You know, and I like to bring people on here and debate and shit too, man. Like, that'd be awesome. Um, or, you know, comment and I'll respond to your comments, stuff like that. I'm trying to get you guys involved because there's a purpose here. That's why it's called Buddha's Path to Enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to open all of our minds beyond the street shit, just the world. Our minds need to be open because we are being brainwashed and corrupted. And if I can help you do that, fucking great. And I've done it. Like, I've met a few, not even a few, a lot of people that I start telling them the shit I'm about to be telling you guys on the next episode and shit like that. And it opens up their eyes and it changes them, man. Like, so that's what tomorrow's going to be. Or maybe I'll record tonight. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But thank you guys. Please subscribe. I need 50 fucking subscribers and then I can start doing this live instead of pre-recording videos and shit, you know? Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Just subscribe. If you guys want to get involved, like I said, shoot me a message. I'll bring you guys on, interview you, shit like that. It'd be cool as hell, you know? And, like, let's just come together, man. Do this together. This is the path of enlightenment or path to enlightenment. You know, like, if you're woke or whatever the fuck you want to call it, let's pass this shit on, man, because a lot of people ain't. So, like, let's get to the bottom of the bullshit. Let's unite as we should, because we shouldn't be out here fighting black versus white and all that dumb shit. We need to we need to unite and we need to figure this shit out together, man. And you guys need to open your eyes and see the world for what it really is. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but if I can help you, I'm gonna help you, man. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, once again, thank you for watching. It's my first episode. I hope you guys were happy with it, even though I'm just rambling on. uh, Please subscribe, man. 50 subscribers.